thank you all for having this listening tour prior to making a decision on how you're going to draw the districts. I represent the 3rd Congressional District of Florida, and I got to say it is probably the most popular district, not just in Florida, but the entire country. And so, I wonder why, because I look at some of the other districts, I don't have more counties than anybody else, I have 9, there are several districts that have more than 9, the numbers are the same, but the most important thing I want to point out is that the law of the land, when you listen and to people talk, you would think that I drew the district. The district was drawn based on the 1965 Voting Rights Act. And so I want to submit to the record the votes of the members that participate in the 65 Voting Rights Act, and that is the basis of how people voted. And Florida has always been kind of progressive, because during that time we had 13 members, 7 of them voted against it, and 6 voted for it. And so, but I can report that all of the members voted to reenact the Voting Rights Act, all of the members of the congressional delegation, which I think is very important. Let me tell you something. You all were talking about the beaches. I don't represent the beaches. When America have a cold, the African American community have pneumonia. We have a high unemployment rate. And it's very important that we remain in the room. I feel very strongly about that. Basically, I want to put in the record, where's I have something that I want to give you. Ken, where is it? Okay. I want to give you a copy of the book. This book is Black America in Congress from 1870 to 2007. And there was a period of 28 years when the United States Congress went dark, meaning there was no African Americans in Congress. For Florida, it was 129 years when I got elected. I am committed that we will never go dark again in the United States Congress. Never. And it's not just about the congressional seat, because when you draw the congressional, you draw the House, you draw the Senate, you draw school boards, you draw city council. So everything is based on how you draw those districts based on communities of interest. And so I feel very strongly that the paramount reason that when you start drawing, that you consider communities of interest. I am putting in the record, the fact is, how those members, you talked about Georgia, Florida, the different states, how they voted in 65, and how they voted to date, the last time we voted. And I want to tell you the reason, one of the reasons why they passed the 1965 Voting Rights Act is because there was not one single African American in the southern states, all 11 of them. Now 10 of them have had at least one representation, one, but the rest of them had absolutely none. Today, Arkansas still have never elected an African American. It was 129 years since we elected one, and that one was from Gainesville. We will never go back. It is very important when you draw districts. And let me clear something up for my friends in the room. I want to elect Democrats. In fact, I wouldn't care if all 27 of them was Democrats. Not quite true. I want a few Republicans, but we got too many in Washington right now. But the point is, that is not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is including the principles of the 1965 Voting Rights Act when you draw those districts. Yes, we've come a long way. I know we're all excited that the fact that we have an African American as president. Well, he didn't carry none of those southern states. So keep in mind, well, Florida don't think they're a southern state. And I don't either. But the point is, but is that we've got to make sure that when we draw districts, that we consider the law. And nothing has changed as far as the voting rights is concerned. We just reenacted it, and we did it for 25 years after having hearings all over the country because there was a need. And so with that, that's my position on as you draw districts, and we will be monitoring it. And certainly, you know, a lot of people want to imply that I have something to do with drawing the districts. I haven't been in Tallahassee in almost 20 years. So clearly, I have not had anything to do with drawing of the districts. The districts have been drawn, you drew the district based on the law. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time.